In this video, we're going to cover tips about dreaming. We'll cover 3 different subtopics: general dreaming tips, nightmare reduction, and tips for lucid dreaming. Let's start off with some general dream tips. One, if you want to remember dreams in the future, start writing down the dreams that you remember now. Keeping a logbook or dream journal tends to make it more likely that you remember your next dreams. Record them as soon as you wake up and keep a pen and notebook next to your bed. 2. Mindfulness meditation can increase dream recall and even help for lucid dreaming. 3. Don't move when you wake up and keep your eyes closed. Keeping in the same position when you wake up can increase dream recall. One study found that fasting, even brief periods within a day, may make dreams more vivid. 5. One double-blind study found that foods with high levels of tryptophan and vitamin B6 will cause one to have vivid dreams, and it'll improve dream recall. Such foods include chicken, soybeans, turkey, tuna, lamb, shrimp, and others. Now keep in mind, therapy is recommended for repeated nightmares, especially if they're related to traumatic experience. But here are some things that you can try if you don't have access to those services. 1. Put your worries to rest before you go to sleep. This can mean writing your worries down before bed or talking about it with someone. This also means reducing worry and stress throughout your day. 2. Use visualization techniques. This can be simply visualizing your nightmare while doing a body scan. Anytime you notice any anxiety or fear, do some deep breathing exercises to calm yourself down and remember that you're safe. Doing this repeatedly can reduce the fear you experience when you do have nightmares. Another tactic is to recall the nightmare and visualize it as fully as you can. Then, substitute a significant detail such as changing a knife to a feather, and then continue the visualization. And just repeat this process until the nightmare stops or becomes acceptable. Don't avoid sleep, but avoid alcohol. Most of our nightmares happen in REM sleep, and if we avoid sleep, we're more likely to enter REM rebound, with REM sleep happening quicker and lasting longer. Alcohol has a similar effect. Alcohol reduces REM sleep, but the next time you do get quality sleep, you're more likely to have intense nightmares. Medication can also have this effect, so it's important to talk with your doctor if you're having these problems after starting a new medication. 4. Wake up all the way after a nightmare. If you don't wake up all the way, your brain could fall back asleep and put you right back into the nightmare you just had, and then reinforce it. So when you wake up, ground yourself into reality. Get up and get some water, pinch yourself, cuddle your partner or pet. Once grounded and calm, you can go back to sleep knowing that it's less likely that you'll go back into that nightmare. Try listening to white noise because it usually stimulates calmness in people. This can be the sounds of a fan, the ocean, raindrops, or just crickets chirping. We know that some outside stimuli can enter an individual's dreams. The sound of a horn can be implemented into a nightmare as a scream, for instance. White noise can reduce the chance of that happening. 6. If you wake up while in sleep paralysis, try moving your extremities first, such as your toes or fingertips. Usually these areas are least affected and can help you break out of it. Lucid dreaming can be a fun practice to get into if you can. It's really good to couple the following tips with a few tips above, such as dream journaling and meditation. But before I get into it, I think it's worthwhile to discuss something I came across during my research phase. While I think it's pretty obvious why someone might want to lucid dream, I came across a research article about the blind spots to research on lucid dreaming, namely that we haven't considered the hazards and risks. It's quite possible that our brain doesn't let us lucid dream for a reason. Lucid dreaming often requires one disrupting their sleep hygiene, giving them poorer quality sleep. But the other thing that seems to carry with lucid dreaming is the blurring of the sleep-wake cycle. I mean, it's pretty reasonable to think that asking yourself, "Am I dreaming?" could cause one to lose touch with reality, especially those who dissociate or have some form of schizotypy. So I highly recommend keeping these considerations when contemplating trying to lucid dream. 1. Reality testing involves examining one's surroundings throughout the day, questioning whether one is awake or dreaming, and then performing a reliable reality test to determine that. Common versions of this involve looking at a text or numbers on a clock, as they will usually change if you look at them in a dream. The inhalation technique is also a good reality check. It involves closing one's mouth and trying to inhale. Normally, when one is dreaming, they will still experience the sensation of breathing through a closed mouth. When one of these reality checks breaks, it will likely lead to a lucid dream. 2. The mnemonic induction of lucid dreams, or mild techniques, take advantage of our memory's ability to perform planned actions in the future. For instance, repeating "I will know that I am dreaming" before going to sleep will increase the chances of lucid dreaming. 3. The wake back to bed technique is exactly what it sounds like. One will wake up 5 to 6 hours after they go to sleep and wake up for 10 minutes to an hour and then go to bed. This, especially combined with other techniques, increases the chances of lucid dreaming. Today, we talked about tips involving dreaming, nightmares, and lucid dreaming. I hope these tips were valuable for you. Thank you all for watching.